Hello brick fans. So you think you have time, you believe the shelves are stocked, the online shopping websites are running, and your bank account is safe. Well, you, my friend, are living in fool's paradise. Very soon, some of the most glorious pieces of plastic joy will soon disappear, gone, retired, like a good internet connection during monsoon season. And when they go, the resale market will explode. Prices will shoot up faster than a speeding bullet. 2025 isn't just a year. Oh no, sir. It's a farewell party. And you, dear viewer, are about to be left with an empty trolley and a broken heart. So, what am I talking about? Well, there's only one way to find out. So, let's go! Hello, brick fans. I'm Abhinav, and I once again warmly welcome all of you to Bricks of India. And today we have some tragic news. You see, Lego is retiring some of its best sets. Yes, retiring. Just like your favorite chaiwala who suddenly decides to open a juice stall. But yes. So Lego every year decides that some of its best creations are simply too good to keep producing. They call it a retirement. They stop making them. They disappear from the shelves, and suddenly some random person named Akash in Pune is charging you double just for the box on the secondary market. So that's how tough it can get. But for those of us here in India, there is a small glimmer of hope. A tiny little speed bump in the road to your financial ruin. You see, our sets arrive fashionably late, like the police in every Bollywood movie, always late to the party. So now, because our sets often arrive late, sometimes maybe up to 6 months late, we usually get a slight extension on the retirement. So while the world says goodbye in the year 2025, we might just get till early 2026 to say our goodbyes. You see, it's a little bonus panic time for you. And for that, Lego says you're welcome. Right? So very quickly, let's look at all the sets that are about to execute the Great Brick Escape, starting with the big guns. So first up, let's look at one of my favorite sets, the Lego Icons theme. It's essentially one of my favorite themes, and this theme makes grown adults cry their credit card bills because you know how they are priced. But the jewel, or the most astonishing and the most brilliant set ever to come out from Lego in the castle theme, is the 10305 Lion Knight's Castle. It comes with 4154 pieces, and it's pure nostalgia, and it's retiring. And trust me, once it's gone, investors will be laughing all the way to the bank. And same story with the 10332 Medieval Town Square. If you want your own little kingdom, buy it now, or prepare to pay a king's ransom later. Now the Lion Knight's Castle is something that I own, and I'm so glad I bought it in time. And it's one of the most amazing, brilliant sets Lego has ever released. And the Medieval Town Square is there on my wish list. I've been desperately trying to get my hands on it, but as you know, it hasn't crossed the threshold of the benchmark value, and now I'm in two minds. If it retires, will it still be available? It shouldn't be like I'm paying twice the benchmark. So it's a quandary for me. It's there on my wish list. I'm hoping and waiting to see something comes up. But looking at the other sets, there is the most ridiculously beautiful and impossible to get, the 21344, the Orient Express train. Now this 2540 piece masterpiece is based on the fan inspired Lego Ideas line, is also retiring in 2025. Now, the Orient Express is notorious for being exclusive, luxurious, fancy, and soon to be rare as punctual Indian trains. Now, Lego hardly releases these Lego trains, but once they do, and after they've retired, their price skyrockets. And once again, I'm so glad I did the smart thing of picking this up. You can see it right here. It's sitting there with me. So I'm glad with this. But if you are a fan of Lego trains, then this is a set you should grab your hands on. We also have the beautiful European style 10297, the boutique hotel, and the magnificent 10312 Jazz Club heading out as well. Two phenomenal modular buildings retiring in the same year. That is tragedy. And also wave goodbye to the elegance of the Italian 10298 Vespa 125. Now this is a classic motorcycle or a scooter that you have, and a lot of Indians will relate to it because in their childhood most of us would have ridden this scooter. So it's a classic. And speaking of classics, there is another classic, the 10317 Land Rover Classic Defender 90 that is retiring this year as well. And then there is the 21335, the motorized Lighthouse, one of the most beautiful and unique sets in the Lego lineup. I personally just loved it for its unique idea and functionality. Now, let me tell you, all of these sets, they are not just retiring, they are packing their bags and going on a very, very, very expensive holiday that you and me will not be able to afford in a couple of years' time. Right? So, next up is the Lego Technic series. And Technic fans, brace yourselves. The 42115 Lamborghini Sian is retiring. This green car, launched way back in 2020, is finally leaving us. It's big, it's lemon green, and soon to be more expensive than your return air ticket to Europe. Also leaving is the 42141 McLaren F1, the 42156 Peugeot Le Mans Hypercar, the 42146 Liebherr Crawler crane. Now this crane costs a small fortune. It weighs slightly more than a small mountain, and it's arguably the king of large construction models. And I thank God that I'm not a fan of this. Otherwise, it would have been really tough. I'm so glad. But if you love gears, if you love motors and pain that Technic comes with, then please buy them now. Then we also have the Lego Marvel Superheroes, because superheroes retire too, and who knows that better than Tony Stark, right? So they retire dozens of sets every year, and 2025 is no expansion. But there is one towering loss, and that is the 76178 Daily Bugle. Now this colossal 3772 pieces of pure joy, the skyscraper, has been the centerpiece of many a Marvel cities since 2022. Now when this building goes, your superhero city will suddenly look a lot shorter and less appealing to supervillains. So what are you doing? Grab yourself the Bugle and its exclusive minifigures. Then I suggest, and if it's on your wish list, then I suggest you do so now. Besides the Daily Bugle, also disappearing is the 76191 Infinity Gauntlet. No more snapping fingers in style for Thanos. And 76281, the X-Men X-Jet. There is also the Spider-Man's mask, 76285. So if you are a fan of Spider-Man, this is a good mask or a good Spider-Man set to own, and you can plug it next to Miles Morales mask as well. So let's now wrap up with two other themes, two of my favorite themes, the city sets and the speed champion sets. In the Lego City, we have the usual parade of police, fire and construction vehicles, but pay attention to the big ones retiring in 2025. The massive 60421 Robot World Roller Coaster Park, and the highly useful 60422 Seaside Harbor with a cargo ship. and also surprisingly the durable 60198 cargo train. So there is another train that is retiring this year. This one is from the city side, and it's retiring after a long journey since 2018. So if you want to grab these sets for your city, for your collection, then this is the right time. And finally, with Speed Champions, now the retirement schedule here is utterly predictable, which is nice. Almost an entire wave of sets is disappearing, including the excellent 76922 BMW M4 GT3 and the BMW M Hybrid V8 Duo. And there is also the brilliant 76920 Ford Mustang Dark Horse, which is retiring this year. But the one you must grab purely for historical bragging rights is the 77247 Kick Sauber F1 Team C44 race car. Now this is an F1 Speed Champions car, and you may ask why. Because the team is changing names next year, prompting the set's early retirement. So next year there will be a new Cadillac F1 team. So buy this Sauber now, and in 5 years you can tell your friends, ah yes, the Kick Sauber, the year Nico Hülkenberg had a podium finish, I own that iconic car. So that's a moment in time. And so these are essentially some of the favorite themes that I closely follow and I'm a fan of. They are retiring, but there are other themes as well across Star Wars, across Fortnite, across Harry Potter, and tons of other themes, and there are sets that are retiring as well, but I am not a fan of all of them. But even though I am not a fan of the next theme, I do have to give a silent and a quick nod to the Disney fans, because they are going to lose something gigantic and so huge as the iconic as the 43222 Disney Castle set. Now this set includes 8 minifigures, 4,837 pieces, and features scenes from classic Disney films like Cinderella's Grand Ballroom and the Snow White's Magic Mirror. Now these Disney sets typically have always increased or spiked in their price post their retirement, but just look at this, it's beautiful. There is another set retiring this year as well, and that is the 43242 Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs Cottage. Now this one is also quite a beautiful looking set. It fits into the medieval theme as well, and if you want a ridiculously detailed woodland home, then my suggestion and recommendation again is to buy it now. And otherwise you'll be hunting on the secondary market alongside 7 very angry, very short people, that is the dwarfs. So another beautiful looking set, but sadly it's run its course. So there you have it, and the 6 themes that you need to panic buy: the icons, the Technic, Marvel, City, Speed Champions, and Ideas. If I were to give or pick my top 3, then number 1 would definitely be the Icons Lion Knight's Castle. That is absolutely phenomenal. The second I would say would be the Orient Express that you see here. The third would be the motorized lighthouse set, and of course the Ninjago City Market set. If you are a Ninjago fan, then I think that is one set that you should definitely look at. And my personal item on my wish list from these retiring sets is of course the medieval town square. So I'm going after that, so that's on my list. Alright brick fans, so if you enjoyed watching this video, then make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Bricks of India, and do ring the notifications bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure. And do follow us on Instagram. Our handle is Bricks of India, and please let me know in the comments below which set's retirement is personally causing you anxiety, and which one would you like to go after before they retire into the sunset. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep building, keep dreaming, keep laughing, and don't let your wallet see your Lego wish list. And on that bombshell, it's time to say goodbye. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.